This Claude Code Skill I created writes cold emails on autopilot that book hundreds of meetings per month for ourselves and for our clients. So I want to walk you through it. If you want access to the exact prompt for building this Claude Code Skill for yourself, comment prompts below. So here's how it works. First, I'm going to type the / command to activate the skill. So first, it's going to ask me a few questions. The reason why it's asking me these questions is so we can have the most refined output possible. So we're giving context on the target market, so the segment audience, the company headcount range, target job titles, and then your companies. Each of these things is going to affect how the copy is written, because the goal of the cold email copy is to be as relevant and as valuable as possible to the specific segment or persona that we're reaching out to. So I'm going to answer these questions for my own company, Pipeline Tech. We do outbound lead generation. So in this case, the segment I'm going to go after is going to be B2B that works with style rounds. Company headcount range we're going to go for is for 50 to 200. Target job titles we're going to do is going to be marketing, sales/GTM, senior roles. An example of a dream company for this is going to be owner.com. They are a SaaS platform that works specifically with restaurants. I want to give it an idea of the value proposition I want to lead with. I'm going to use a tool called Whisperflow to speak this prompting. The main value proposition I want to do for these emails is offer to these B2B SaaS companies that we can scrape every restaurant in America and reach out to them with cold email outbound. This is valuable because most of these companies don't know how to reach these local business email addresses, since a lot of these local businesses are not on LinkedIn. We can automate this all for them and scrape every business in the United States. And the more context you give the skill, the better the output's always going to be. We want to set as tight guardrails as possible when prompting. And I mean, this is applicable in all cases, but to get the best output copy on the first iteration, you always want to be specific as possible. But once it generates the first outputs, you can always go back and re-prompt it, continue to iterate. So this is something that works with you. It's not just a one and done deal. You can continue to prompt over time. All right, so the skill is finished outputting. So what it's going to lead with first is some context, the strategy and reasoning. It's going to give the full reasoning, testing notes, dream company research, and then targeting notes, and then diving into the copy. So it's going to give us a subject line. It's going to give us the 2 emails. It's going to give us an email A, which is the first email that we send, and the email. It's going to give us 3 variants of this. So looking at the copy, it's going to show persona. So this is for VP and head of marketing, industry, restaurant SaaS, pain points. It's going to mention pain point and use for the angle. Buyers are local restaurant owners, not reachable on LinkedIn. Complexity niche aware. So first name was company buyers are local restaurants who owners who are on LinkedIn. Hard to reach. We scrape every US restaurant. I'll be sending an example. So the way I've set the skill to is to where this agent is able to create really good front-end offers to lead with, are enticing and help get replies from our cold email campaigns. So as you can see here, it came up with this idea, us creating a list of 300 verified email owners, which is a great idea, right? We share an example first, and then we try to get them on a call. So this is a really solid email to lead with. It's a unique value proposition, and we're speaking directly to the types of personas and companies that we're going after. The first iterations are typically pretty good, so it doesn't take us much time to iterate and get good cold emails that write good copy. So again, if you want access to the skill, just comment skill, and I'll DM you the skill directly.